Hey there, gang. What I'm going to talk about is cooking brisket for barbecue. This first video, what I'm going to talk about is how to pick the brisket. A lot of people don't know how to pick brisket, and it's really easy to do. I already have 3 briskets that I'm going to end up making tonight. Tonight is my boy's graduation party. He graduated last night, and I love you, mijo. Thanks for graduating. I also have my little 2-year-old is going to be 2 tomorrow, so we're going to celebrate his birthday today also. So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Anyway, to pick a good brisket, what you want to do is when you go over to the meat market, you want to pick the brisket up, and the easiest way to know if you have a good brisket is if you can bend your brisket. If you can bend the brisket like this, that means that it's less fat and more meat in here. The brisket is the part of the cow, which is a part of the chest part going in between the 2 front parts of the legs, which my boy helped me look it up because I really didn't know where it was from. They contain a lot of fat right here in this area right here, also along this edge right here in the front. That's a good chunk of fat. And then what you're going to have when you start trimming it, because it's 2 layers of meat, you're going to have also an area in between that has fat on it too. What I like to do is I like to trim off the majority of the fat that's really thick. I'll keep a little bit on there because the fat also helps render the meat to where it's going to be nice and juicy still. The fat that's in between, I'll cut as much of it out, but I'll leave the main chunk on the inside. Once I get to the part where I'm going to trim this up for eating, that's when I'll trim out that fat of the brisket out. So that's the easiest way to get a good brisket, which you know you're going to be getting pure meat. If you cannot bend this thing like this, or even about this much, you're going to get pure fat on your brisket. All 3 of my briskets, this one right here is 8.5 pounds. This one right here is 11.5 pounds. And this one right here, you can see I can bend it real good. It's got a good chunk right here. It's a big piece of fat right here, but you can tell that it's a good piece of meat, good quality meat. This one right here is 10.5 pounds, and this one also as well. I can bend it over real nice and easy, which means that it's pure meat and less fat, and that's what you want. On the next video, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to trim the brisket. Also, the rubs that I put. The way that I cook my brisket is I'll cook it 2 to 2.5 hours in the oven for at 325. Once I have it for 2.5 hours, what I like to do is I like to take it outside. I'll put it on the barbecue pit for about another 2.5 hours to 3 max. Once it's already cooked and done, what I'll end up doing is I'll unwrap it from the foil, because I have to foil these up after putting the rub on it. Once I unwrap it, I'll put it on the grill, and I like to char both sides to get it real nice and crispy. Once I have it outside too for those 3 hours, it actually gets the mesquite smoke that I have, so it gets a real good barbecue to it. Okay, next video will be trimming it up, okay?